Today we're going to take a look at a fight scene from the James Bond film Quantum of Solace. So the story leads James Bond to South America, where he's there to meet a person of interest. The characters in the fight are going to be James Bond versus the assassin. The environment is going to be the apartment. So once the fight begins, we understand that both characters are out to kill each other. So as Bond enters the apartment, the first thing we have is maximum use of force. We see the knife drawn. Because it's an assassin fight, then you would expect both of the people to be focused on trying to kill one another. So having the weapon drawn early is a very nice touch. So we start off with the plant pot, which is a good equalizer for the initial attack. So the smashing through the glass door acts as a really good transition when we're changing areas in which the fight happens in. It's much more kinetic and much more violent as we smash through the door into the bedroom. He finds a shoe and he uses that to defend himself. Now Bond ends up on the floor and he finds himself a pair of scissors to equalize the knife, and therefore both characters have a weapon. Bond manages to stab the assassin in the neck. There's another transition where we go to the balcony. Again, we're going to smash through that door. So the stab to the inside of the leg is a very effective strike used in martial arts, and therefore it kind of helps the audience to understand how efficient James Bond is at killing people. The thing I like about this fight scene as well is it's kept relatively short, and with it being short, it actually makes it a lot more dynamic. It makes it much more exciting for the audience to watch because it seems a lot more violent. A lot of other films tend to drag fight scenes out much longer, and therefore they begin to run out of ideas. So in a lot of films you have these fight scenes and not much attention is paid to them because they're not the main part of the film. Now this fight scene feels very organic, so the flow, it feels very natural. It doesn't seem like it's out of place. Technically it's performed very well, so we have very good performances. The shots are relatively basic, so we can see the action take place. Obviously stuntmen are used in order to get a much more aggressive, dynamic fight, but there was still a lot of work for Daniel Craig to do within the fight scene in order to make it look authentic. So to sum up, it's not the greatest fight scene you're going to see in any film coming out, but it's definitely a very good standard. Obviously the film came out to mixed reviews, but there are elements within this film that work really, really well, and this fight scene is definitely one of them.